Hey, it's Earth Castle. Over my years of mapping, I've made a lot of maps, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Some are good, some not so much, and some are lost to time. I thought today, why not dust off these maps and take a look at what could have been. I've picked out some of my best unreleased maps that for whatever reason never got published. Also, I've now got a Patreon. On there you can get exclusive early looks at videos, screenshots of my map, and other cool stuff. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are in the first map, which is GM Autumn Town, which I made a really long time ago, like a year ago maybe. And I mostly scrapped it because it was really buggy, everything was off grid, and I just wasn't really feeling working on it anymore. So instead I made GM Snowy Rock at that time. But the main reason that I did scrap it was, as you can see, the skybox is too high up, and I had no idea how to fix it at the time, so that was kind of like a deal breaker for this map. But honestly, it looks really good. It's a really good map, but I just couldn't work on it anymore. So yeah, we're just gonna explore it. And you've got this living room with the fireplace, which looks really nice. I didn't really know how to do dome roofs at the time, so I just kind of put arches around. And yeah, because of the skybox, everything is completely dark out here, which is not the best. But still, honestly, it still looks really good, and it was a really good map. It was really fun to work on. I made this around the same time as I started my Instagram, so that's what I was posting, and then I just stopped posting. So yeah, and this was the main building right here, which I started the map on, and I was kind of going for a Resident Evil 8 village style, so that's what I was gonna do here. These stairs are so tall that when I clipped them, it just turned into a wall. You can't walk up these. It's too high. This was for sure when I was doing a ton of food crates everywhere. I used to put these in every map. Some of the decals are missing too. I don't know what that could be about. A couple of these buildings were gonna be playable, but I just ended up scrapping them. This one would have been playable, but I just didn't finish it in time, so I just boarded it up with rubble and stuff. Oh yeah, I made this abandoned house next to it. I have no idea how a car got in here. It doesn't really make any sense, but it looks nice. I think this bridge was really good. I like it a lot, especially because of the water. I also made this little kind of wood chipping hut, I guess, where there's logs and stuff. It was a very weirdly segmented map. It was just kind of one room and the outside connecting all of them, which makes sense because the houses, but still. Oh yeah, there's a weird invisible wall here. I swear, I have no idea what does this. There's just an invisible wall. You can't pass this at all. It's crazy. There was gonna be an underground, but I ended up scrapping that too, so I put rubble here, but you can actually see through the rubble, which isn't the best. This is another scrapped building, which I just boarded up with bricks. But yeah, that was pretty much it. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 buildings in a little town. It's still, pretty fun, pretty nice. But I am glad that I scrapped it because, GM Snowy Rock was so much better. Alright, here's the next map, which is Abandonedoffice, which was going to be a sequel to my original Abandonedoffice map. And yeah, it was very nature focused, this one. There was a lot of nature outside, which I don't usually do in my maps. But yeah, you start off coming through this tunnel. It was going to be very narrative, story focused. So you cross this bridge, you can look out onto the river, which looks pretty nice. It's a really good kind of environment. And then here is the office. You can see you got crates, attention no trespassing stuff, cool little signs. You got this little outside fountain area, these pillars which are a reference to the original one because they had like the giant pillars on the front of the building. You got a shack. I don't know why I put this here. And yeah, the original one actually wasn't boarded up, which was a bit weird because it's meant to be abandoned and all that. The reason I scrapped it though is because it was getting really complicated, and on the outside it didn't look very good, and yeah, it was really unoptimized too. But yeah, got some custom textures there which look pretty good, and off the bat you got multiple choices. You can either go here or here. Through here is kind of stairway up here and storage room over here. I don't know if I actually got as far as to making the vents usable. Oh, I did. But yeah, as you can see, it did need a bit more polish before release. Like, I wouldn't let this happen in one of my released maps. And yeah, this area was for sure unfinished. So let's go back down. I was really proud of this room. This room is one of my favorites. You got like custom paintings. This one's hanging off the wall. Got the statue. And you got the main windows looking out the front. Pretty cool. I really like the overgrownness of it all. Like, you didn't really see it in the original map, but it's more realistic. And here you got the elevator, which takes you back down to the first floor. Yep. Honestly, I might revisit this because it's really good. Like, there's not too many issues. I would have to polish a lot of stuff off, but honestly, it's good. It's a really good map. Here's the break room. You got the chairs, vending machines, a fridge, and here's the actual offices of the Abandoned Office map. And I actually didn't have any offices in the original office building, which sounds really daft, but there were some, but I cut them out for some reason. But yeah, so I kind of brought them back in this one since it's meant to be an office building. And they got windows which look out onto this. To be fair, I did not add many offices. I think it's just 4. There was going to be more, but you know, the space kind of limited that. And you got this room which has a giant tree crashing through it. I was kind of trying to make a multi-layered, like you can look down and see the bottom floor kind of thing. But it ended up looking not the best, I gotta say. Here's the bottom floor of the tree room, which, you know, you can look up at the sky from the bottom floor, which I thought was really cool. And that is pretty much the whole map. I mean, as you can see, it's not even like sealed. It's just one big skybox thing. But yeah, I got pretty far in developing this. Like, I've got a decent amount of rooms finished. So yeah, I mean, that's that one. Alright, here we are in the next one, which is Newmap. And as you can see, it's very unfinished. I'm still in the dev texture phase. But this one is actually one of my more recent ones. I think I was working on it just like a month ago maybe. But yeah, I think I'm gonna scrap it because, as you know, I'm working on a different one, a very different one. But yeah, we're just gonna take a look around. And this one, I got really far into development. Like, I made the whole layout. This could be a finished product if I cleaned up the dev textures. But yeah, here's the outside area, which, I don't know, something about it just didn't really feel right to me, so I scrapped it. But yeah, the main reason I scrapped this one is because I was working on the other one, and because I was just kind of getting bored of, like, you know, the gritty maps. I wanted to make something different. So yeah, who knows, maybe I'll like revisit this one in the future. But yeah, here's the main road which leads into this tunnel, and I was really proud of this ramp right here is really smooth. But then again, you know, you have stuff like this, which, yeah, you know. You got the loading bay, which leads into the storage room. Oh yeah, this is diabolical right here. These are like micro cracks in the archways. I still have no idea how to fix this, and I probably never will, so you know. But yeah, most of this map is just dev textures, aside from some rooms, mostly the outside. Again, you got like the micro tears in these arches, which is one of the things that kind of put me off working on it too. And also, not lined up. Yeah, you know, I had to learn a bit before I could publish this. This is kind of the courtyard area of the map, which looks out onto the road up there. And the walls are really tall up here, which is a bit weird. A lot of these rooms are just connecting different areas too. Like, this one serves no purpose really. I can't remember which one I came through. Did I come through here? No, I don't think I've been here. Oh wait, no I have. It's really easy to get lost in dev maps because, you know, everywhere looks the same. You got the loading bay area, which was a very last minute addition, and as always, got to put in the Easter eggs. This is a reference to the haunted PS1, if you know. You got the Saul Goodman license plate. I'm pretty sure this is from Johnny Silverhand's Porsche. This is kind of the third floor, which I added like at the end of its life, which is just this room, pretty much just this room, which takes you down to the apartments. It's kind of just a big loop around the map, that whole floor. I mean, look, it's pretty big, honestly. I could polish this and turn it into a finished map if I wanted to. Alright, here we are on the final map, which is called Grassy, and this one is very unfinished. It was just this little kind of base camp or whatever area. But yeah, it was just a fun little thing. I probably was never going to make it a full map, but yeah. So yeah, this right here is the main area, which consists of 3 rooms. It's meant to be like a watch post output kind of thing. Up here is the bedroom, kind of the dining area, I guess, and a sink with a couch. And yeah, I made this one mostly just for the cozy vibes. Like, I really like that kind of map, which just kind of like a work simulator thing. And yeah, this is the watchtower that you're meant to be watching. And this is where I learned to use, I think it was math counters or logic autos for that flashing light right there. And yeah, it leads out onto this kind of bridge road type thing, which leads nowhere. And this again was going to be another nature map, which I don't really make. Which is one of the other reasons that I probably scrapped it, is because I just don't make nature maps really. I'm not that good at it. But yeah, the place was kind of raised on this like rocky hill, which I thought was pretty cool. And there's the bridge. And here's another smaller bridge leading across a river. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this one. But it's just a fun little map that I made in maybe like 2 days. And I did actually repurpose this for another scrapped map, which took place in the Arctic. And who knows, maybe I'll do a video on that one, but probably not. And yeah, I guess that's it. Alright, so that's all the maps that I have for today. and overall they're all really good maps, but they have their reasons for being scrapped. Yeah, it was fun to explore them again, and I kind of got a bit of nostalgia out of that. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Remember to check out my Patreon and join the Discord server if you want to, where you can discuss your Hammer issues or just talk about the Hammer editor in general. And yeah, that's all for now. See ya.